Hello everyone, good afternoon. Here we are today. Put on smile. Here we are today on Broken but Healed. So we just want to talk about a topic, moving on after everything. We all need to move on. As in, you've been through a lot and you feel that I need to move on right now. But the truth is just that there are some people in the psychiatry that because of relationship, because of marriage, they are just somehow crippled. Right now, they don't understand the language of moving on. Seriously, because what they want to first gain is they first want to gain mental health. They want to recover mentally. They want to be sound. So some people now, how will you tell them move on? Move on to them is sometimes when you test. I can remember I've been broken. I've had broken relationships before, even before the marriage that got me broken more. I can remember that a relationship failed, and my life is as if it's in a hole, is hard, as in lonely, as if one person is walking in a lonely path, as if the person has lost everything and every hope, and you are telling the person move on. Move on to some people might bring a lot of tears to their eyes at that moment. But there are some people that actually have recovered a bit, and when you tell them move on, they understand the language, though it's painful. Just look at the back, look at what has happened, and let go. Yes, to such people, we are talking to you, and we are saying the life after brokenness is you have to move on. Last week we talked about forgiveness, and forgiveness we talked about that you have to let go. Let it look as if it was a drama, it was a play, though it's not easy to get it at the minute. But you can decide, since your senses are okay, you can decide to let them go, because there's so much life to live after it all. So that's what we are looking at today. There's so much life that is available after a broken heart, after a broken marriage, after a broken relationship. What is in there for us again? So we talk about right now. I'll be sharing with some things, I pray. But before we continue, remember I'm Marcelina Ehidiame, and you remember my co-host
Faith Elade. Good afternoon, people from abroad. We are here again at our talk show. Here we are bringing in a life after marriage, moving on with relationship. No matter what you get, maybe or a relationship that doesn't work, or you just want to get somebody being in love again. Yes, you can move on with life when your health is not coming back for you. A lot of men are outside, but not all men are the same. But you can still get love again. I would say life is like marriage is meant to be enjoyed by both partners, not to be endured. Yeah. Like me, you're saying I'm a young girl, I can still remarry, because I'm still waiting for, assurance. Maybe towards September, my wife and everything. If probably is not coming back, that will clock 2 years when we are separated. I can still move on with my life, because I need love. I need somebody that will care for me, that will stay around me. Like somebody I can just call my own, my brother, my sister, my everything. Because being single, like rearing children alone is never easy as a young lady here. Temptation from many people, like they'll give you low service, but life, when you get love, you be like a genuine love, because my prayer is for God to just give me that man that will be after my soulmate, to stand, someone that will just be like move on, love me, I will care though, just because
for who you are.
I really like to express love the way I wanted, a lot of shower of love, like call each other names and all that, but I can see the marriage I found myself, but I know God can still answer my prayer that if you are in a wrong marriage, that doesn't mean you can't get a better one. Don't look down on yourself, don't lose hope. There is love out there when you are with the right person. Love is really sweet. That's all I have to say.
Yeah, she said she needs love. I need somebody to call my own.
Yeah.
So if I see right here on my hair, if I see somebody to call my own, I definitely will still embrace as old as I am. Hey, But if God give me the strength, the energy to just keep on moving on, taking care of my children, taking care of visions, work, and the beautiful things of life, and He's giving me the strength, even if I can't find a man at my old age. See my hair, white hair is there. So if I find someone who can still love me, why not? So that what I'm just trying to say is, hello woman, hello lady, don't lose hope. Marriage, as she said, is not meant to be endured, but for enjoyment. A man casts you away and the man says he doesn't want, you can't force yourself back. And don't let your family members or community or society push you back. A lot of women that have been pushed back, or a lot of men that have been forced back into marriage, some of them never even made it alive after some months. I remember a lady telling me about your elder sister. The elder sister was pushed back to the marriage by her mom after the man deliberately pushed her out. So the mother was thinking it's the daughter's character that wasn't matching up. So she forced the daughter back to marriage. She said, marriage is where you have chosen. You have to go there. Then this lady told me that months after, so just few months after, the lady, her elder sister, called home and said she's dying right now, but nobody will believe because she was the one calling. That very day was the day the woman died, actually, and she left her children, and that was just 6 months after the mom sent her back to the husband's house by force. Go and work on your career, go and fight for your marriage. You don't fight. The first part we did the other day, it takes two to fight for marriage. It takes two. A husband willing to accept you. Of course, in normal marriage, there might still be challenges. There might still be misunderstanding. Not someone who you know where you are. You know who you are dealing with. You know when a person genuinely love you or hates you. You know. So if you force yourself under a roof and the man never wants to, even the in-laws doesn't want you, and there's nobody to talk to, and you are there, you say, I'm married, my name is Mrs. You're on your own, okay? And maybe you have survived such, they pushed you out and you were out, and you want to put yourself back in. I'll tell you my experience, okay? Let me with that fun. So I remember, I will tell you my experience. What happened to me after when the man I married was, as in physically abusing me, as in violently. In fact, if I tell you the truth, all the time he slapped me, he beat me up. Till now, there's no particular one he called me to say sorry. Never sorry. I'm the one that is sorry for myself all the time. So when I ran away, the last time I and he beat me up, and the following day he acted as if nothing ever happened, and I was already, my waist was actually injured, really injured. I was like, didn't you tell me, you didn't know how you hit me yesterday, that you didn't even tell me sorry. He said, I hit you yesterday. Oh, I didn't even know. Can you imagine? I felt I should run. I was still fighting for marriage. That's what they said we should do, fight for your marriage. God like me. So eventually, when it kept on, I had to leave. They would tell you, leave, give space to each other for some time. I left for some months. Then one day, I was on my own, trying to settle with life. I got a call from him that I should come back, that he's a change. He even told me he's a changed man now, that he's moving out of the area where we used to be to another area. I didn't know it's from frying pan to fire. So that at least I will have a new start. I thought it was beautiful. In fact, we were praying, some people were praying along with me before then. I said, maybe prayer is working. But one thing I just want you to know is always find out prayer, everything that looks good is not actually God. Find out the will of God. Not everything that look good, that look nice, that look cute, that is generally people will say not all that glitters is good. So let me tell you the truth. So I went back to him with my 2 children then. I terminated my teaching job I was then. I went back to the new home, to say we want to start all over again. They just keep on living fine. I was so happy going back. And when I got there, a few days after I arranged my things, guess what my ex-baba said? He said, I was just trying, so you came back to my house? I was just trying to test you, if you know what you are doing with your life. Hey! I wanted to faint, but I didn't faint. I just managed to stay. But every day after then was a horror. Then I remember one of my uncles telling him that if he ever touches or hits me one day, I should report that he'll be jailed and he'll be locked up where animals, as in where people who beat, no, who don't respect the other human being belong. So he never touched me physically after that time again. And that was the second trial on the marriage. But every day of that marriage was like a nightmare. And that was when I had the experience of losing. I lost a child in the pregnancy then, which was so horrific. And that time I thought I was, in fact, a lot of things happened, even to the point of him telling me, don't you have a place to go at all? As in I don't think you can. The experience was not nice anymore. I wouldn't go into details, and I don't want to be talking about it again. But then, if I had not left that time, there was something he used to tell me then. He said, if you don't go, they will come for your corpse. They will come for your dead body. So it was as if this man does everything he does was like, you are on your own. You are no longer wanted. Even the music he plays, I don't want you back. I don't know whether it's coincidence or he was playing it for me. I don't want you back. If I had stayed longer than the day I decided to leave, I left that home, I don't know if I would have been alive. I won't lie to you. But God saved me. I knew God saved me. He saved me. I left not because I had a convenient place to go. I left not because I have family. I have them. They have homes. But I didn't go to them because they would tell me to go back. Go back. Even my mom knows what to do, knows the right thing. He wouldn't want anybody to say he's harboring me or not allowing me to marry. But I just left. And when I left. I went into church where they were doing 21 days fasting and praying, and I needed a roof. I met some women in the community close to the church. I said, I need a roof. I need to pray. As God would help me, he sent me angels. A woman hosted me, a stranger hosted me and my kids for about 3 weeks. And we were praying. And in there, I had to make contact. In fact, I switched off my phone for some days. Nobody could reach me that know me before then. But if God is not with you, let God be with you, though, before you take any step in your life. Don't just copy what I'm saying. I'm just trying to tell you that it wasn't easy for me living then. But I had to, because I knew where I wanted to find love and comfort. I couldn't find it there. And I was dying. It's silently dying. And I knew another voice was calling me to come for another life to live. Marcelina, come out. I was hearing it. It was almost becoming like a physical. Even before I lost that baby then, I had it. Go out. Where I would go to, I really didn't know. So eventually I had a miserable miscarriage whereby I bled almost a whole day. And how I stood, how I was still able to go, God was able to keep me. I still can't explain, but I survived it. I'm alive. Then come after them, we all survive. You know where you are coming from. You know this man. You know that he's either not, he's really not, maybe he's not interested. You can't force him anymore. If you force, you can't force him. He said he doesn't want to eat again. Leave him. He said he's full. Leave him alone or leave her alone. Because the next thing might just be eliminate. I know of a woman, another woman was also giving me an example. She said she stood her ground until the man ran away by himself. I don't know if I would have been that kind of a person able to endure till the man runs or die before the man runs. But at least I knew. I started hearing a voice within my voice. Come out, come out. I had it in the instances then. I didn't go. I said I must fight for this marriage. Then I lost a baby in my womb, and it was horrible. I almost collapsed too, but God saved me. So after then, I still wanted to sit down small. I was still hearing Marcel, leave here. I decided to leave. I left with nothing. I didn't have any money in my account. I didn't have anything, but I left. So moving on this day, I believe that every step I'm taking, by the way, God is helping me. He has never left me. He has never forsaken me. How God is taking care of me, I can't really explain myself. It's not by my skill, not by my talents, not by all that I know, but believing the God who made me, who made marriage, and